Do you sometimes feel a little unsteady, maybe lightheaded when you first get out of bed? Or perhaps mornings feel sluggish, foggy, or even tinged with aches you dismiss as just getting older? While some changes are natural with age, certain morning habits, often done completely without thinking, could be quietly placing your health, your safety, and even your independence at significant risk. These aren't rare occurrences. They're incredibly common mistakes many people over 70 make every single day. But the good news is, understanding them is the first step to avoiding them, and the fixes are simpler than you might imagine. In this video, we're going to uncover 4 specific, potentially dangerous morning mistakes that could be impacting your heart health, circulation, balance, and even your brain function. More importantly, we'll give you clear, practical steps to safeguard yourself, helping you start each day feeling stronger, steadier, and more vibrant. Let's empower you with the knowledge to make your mornings safer and healthier. Mistake 1. Getting out of bed too quickly. The orthostatic hypotension trap. The first major risk happens the moment you decide to leave your bed. Jumping or rising too quickly might have been fine decades ago, but for adults over 70, it's one of the most hazardous habits you can have. This rapid change in position can lead to a sudden, sharp drop in blood pressure, a condition known as orthostatic hypotension or postural hypotension. Here's why it's particularly risky as we age. After hours of lying down during sleep, gravity causes blood to naturally pool in your lower body, your legs and feet. When you stand up suddenly, your heart needs to work quickly to pump that blood back up to your brain and upper body to maintain adequate blood pressure. However, with age, the body's natural systems that regulate blood pressure, the autonomic nervous system and the responsiveness of blood vessels, can become slower and less efficient. They don't adjust as rapidly as they used to. This delay means that for a few crucial seconds, your brain might not receive enough oxygen-rich blood. The result? That feeling of dizziness, lightheadedness, seeing spots, blurred vision, or even a complete blackout or fainting spell. While these sensations might seem fleeting, the consequences can be devastating. A fall resulting from this dizziness is a leading cause of serious injuries in older adults, including hip fractures, head trauma, and other broken bones. These injuries often lead to long hospital stays, difficult recoveries, a loss of mobility, and a significant decrease in independence and quality of life. It's a risk that is largely preventable with a simple change in routine. Avoiding orthostatic hypotension is about giving your body the time it needs to adjust. Implement this simple 3-step process every single morning before your feet even touch the floor. Wake up gently. Before you even think about sitting up, take a moment while still lying down. Wiggle your fingers and toes gently. Slowly circle your ankles in both directions. Take 3 to 5 slow, deep breaths, allowing your body to transition from sleep to wakefulness gradually. This simple action starts stimulating circulation. Sit and pause. Roll onto your side first, then use your arms to push yourself up into a sitting position on the edge of the bed. Crucially, keep both feet flat on the floor. Now just sit there for at least 30 seconds to a full minute. Don't rush this step. Allow your blood pressure to stabilize in this new upright posture. You can use this time to do a few gentle shoulder rolls or neck stretches. Stand slowly and steadily. When you feel completely steady and clear-headed while sitting, slowly push yourself up to a standing position. If possible, hold on to a sturdy piece of furniture like your bedside table or a bedpost for initial support. Pause again for a few seconds once standing before you start walking. Make sure you feel balanced and grounded. This deliberate, patient approach might add only a minute or 2 to your morning routine, but it dramatically reduces the risk of a dangerous fall and allows your circulatory system to adapt smoothly, setting a safer foundation for your day. Mistake 2. Skipping morning hydration. Starting the day dehydrated. The second common mistake is neglecting water first thing in the morning. Many people reach straight for coffee or tea, or simply don't drink anything until breakfast much later. This is a critical error, especially after the age of 70. Overnight, even while you sleep peacefully, your body continues its essential functions. breathing, regulating temperature, filtering waste, and all these processes use water. You lose moisture through breathing and even sweating slightly. This means that upon waking, everyone is naturally in a state of mild dehydration. For older adults, this dehydration is often more pronounced and potentially more dangerous. Why? Firstly, our sense of thirst tends to diminish with age, meaning you might not feel thirsty even when your body needs fluids. Secondly, the overall percentage of water in our bodies decreases as we get older, leaving less of a reserve. Starting your day dehydrated has several negative consequences. Thicker blood and strained circulation. Dehydration makes your blood slightly thicker, forcing your heart to work harder to pump it around your body. This can put extra strain on your cardiovascular system. Reduced organ function. Your organs, including your kidneys and brain, need adequate hydration to function optimally. Chronic mild dehydration can impair their efficiency. Increased fatigue and brain fog. Even mild dehydration can lead to feelings of tiredness, low energy, difficulty concentrating, and that common brain fog sensation. Constipation. Water is crucial for keeping the digestive system moving smoothly. Lack of hydration is a common contributor to constipation. Increased risk. Some studies suggest that chronic dehydration can potentially increase the risk factors associated with events like strokes or other cardiovascular problems due to its effect on blood viscosity and circulation. Waking with a dry mouth, feeling unusually tired despite adequate sleep, experiencing headaches, or having dark-colored urine are all potential signs your body is craving water. The fix: water. Before anything else, the solution is incredibly simple yet profoundly effective. Drink a glass of water before you have anything else, including coffee or tea. Make it easy. Keep a glass or bottle of water right by your bedside so it's the first thing you see and reach for when you wake up. Temperature matters. Room temperature or slightly warm water is often easier for the body to absorb first thing than ice-cold water. Adding a squeeze of lemon is optional, but can make it more palatable for some. Quantity: aim for a full glass, around 8 ounces or 250 ml. This is enough to start rehydrating your system effectively. Before coffee, tea. This is vital. Coffee and tea are diuretics, meaning they actually cause your body to lose more fluid. Drinking water first helps counteract this effect and ensures you're rehydrating before dehydrating further. Making this simple glass of water your absolute first step upon waking is a powerful habit that supports circulation, boosts energy levels, improves mental clarity, aids digestion, and helps your entire system start the day on the right foot. If you're finding this information helpful, and especially if you or someone you care about is navigating life over 60 or 70, take a moment to subscribe to our channel. We're dedicated to providing practical, actionable health advice specifically tailored to support vitality and well-being in these important years. Subscribing ensures you won't miss out on future videos designed to help you stay healthy, active, and independent. Click that subscribe button now. It's a small click for ongoing valuable insights into aging well. Mistake 3. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach. The acid and cortisol spike. Related to hydration, but a distinct mistake, is the widespread habit of drinking coffee immediately upon waking, before eating any food. While that morning cup might feel essential, consuming it on a completely empty stomach can disrupt your body's delicate morning balance, particularly after 70. Here's the issue: stomach acid irritation. Coffee is naturally acidic. When you drink it on an empty stomach, there's no food to act as a buffer. This acidity can directly irritate the sensitive lining of your stomach. Over time, this can contribute to indigestion, heartburn, acid reflux, and potentially even exacerbate conditions like gastritis or ulcers. Cortisol amplification. Your body naturally produces the stress hormone cortisol, and its levels are highest in the morning to help you wake up. Coffee, specifically caffeine, also stimulates cortisol production. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can cause an exaggerated cortisol spike. While this might provide a temporary jolt, chronically elevated cortisol can lead to increased anxiety, jitters, disruptions in blood sugar regulation, potentially causing energy crashes later, and over the long term, it can negatively impact your stress response system and even your immune function. Digestive disruption. Introducing acidic coffee into a resting digestive system can sometimes trigger discomfort, cramping, or urgent bowel movements for some individuals. Feeling jittery, anxious, nauseous, or experiencing heartburn shortly after your morning coffee could be signs that your body is reacting negatively to caffeine on an empty stomach. You don't necessarily have to give up your beloved morning coffee, just change the order of operations. The key is to provide a small buffer for your stomach before the coffee hits it. Eat first, then sip. Have a few bites of food before you take your first sip of coffee. This doesn't need to be a full breakfast. Smart snack choices. Aim for something that combines a little protein or healthy fat with carbohydrates. Good options include half a banana, a small handful of nuts, like almonds or walnuts, a slice of whole grain toast, perhaps with a thin layer of nut butter, a hard-boiled egg, a small bowl of oatmeal or yogurt. Wait a few minutes. Even waiting just 10-15 minutes after your small snack before having coffee can make a difference. This simple act of lining your stomach helps neutralize some of the coffee's acidity, slows the absorption of caffeine, leading to a smoother energy release rather than a sharp spike and crash, and reduces the stress on your digestive system and hormonal balance. It allows you to enjoy your coffee with fewer potential side effects. Mistake 4. Ignoring morning stiffness and rushing movement, risking injury. The final dangerous mistake is ignoring that common feeling of morning stiffness in your joints and muscles and immediately rushing into your day's activities. Waking up feeling stiff, tight, or less flexible is very common, especially over 70, but brushing it off and moving too quickly can set the stage for strains, sprains, and falls. Why does morning stiffness happen? And why is rushing dangerous? Reduced lubrication. During sleep, the synovial fluid that lubricates your joints can become thicker and less distributed. Joints haven't been moving, so they aren't as warmed up. Muscle tightness. Muscles can tighten and shorten slightly overnight due to inactivity and reduced blood flow compared to daytime movement. Slower circulation. Circulation naturally slows during rest. It takes a little time upon waking for blood flow to increase adequately to muscles and connective tissues, making them less pliable initially. The danger of rushing. When your joints are less lubricated and your muscles are tight and cold, sudden or forceful movements, like quickly bending over to pick something up, twisting sharply, or rushing through exercises, puts excessive strain on them. This significantly increases the risk of pulled muscles or tendon strains. Forcing cold, stiff tissues can easily lead to tears or inflammation, joint pain or aggravation. Moving stiff joints too quickly can cause pain or worsen existing conditions like arthritis. Falls. Stiffness can affect your balance and coordination, making you more susceptible to tripping or losing your footing, especially in the first hour after waking when your body is still adjusting. Think of your body like a car engine on a cold morning. It needs a little time to warm up before you can safely drive it at full speed. The key is to respect your body's need to transition and incorporate gentle movement before you demand strenuous activity. Start. Before standing. Even before implementing the 3-step slow rise, incorporate gentle movements while still in bed. Slowly bring one knee towards your chest, then the other. Gently stretch your arms overhead. Perform slow, controlled ankle pumps and circles. Seated stretches. Once you are sitting on the edge of the bed, take another minute for gentle stretches. Slowly turn your head side to side. Roll your shoulders forward and backward. Gently reach down towards your toes without forcing. Warm up. Before exercise. If you have a morning exercise routine, always include a dedicated 5 to 10 minute warm-up involving dynamic stretches like arm circles, leg swings, torso twists to increase blood flow and prepare your muscles and joints. Listen to your body. Pay attention to how you feel. If a particular area feels extra stiff, give it more gentle movement or avoid stressing it initially. Don't push through sharp pain. Stay active. Generally, regular physical activity throughout the day helps maintain joint health and muscle flexibility, which can reduce the severity of morning stiffness over time. Taking just a few extra minutes for mindful stretching and warming up protects your muscles and joints, improves your balance, significantly reduces your risk of injury and falls, and helps you move into your day with greater ease and confidence. As we wrap up, let's quickly recap these 4 potentially dangerous morning habits for those over 70. Getting out of bed too fast, skipping morning hydration, drinking coffee on an empty stomach, and ignoring morning stiffness by rushing movement. Notice a common theme? These aren't drastic lifestyle changes. They are about introducing small moments of mindfulness and patience into the very beginning of your day. Aging gracefully and healthily doesn't always require grand gestures. Often, it's the consistent application of simple, intentional habits that makes the most significant difference. The reality is, the way you begin each day matters profoundly, perhaps more now than ever before. Your body becomes more sensitive, and being proactive about these small routines can be the difference between maintaining vibrant health and independence and facing preventable setbacks like falls, injuries, or chronic discomfort. None of these mistakes are difficult to fix. Awareness is your greatest tool. By implementing these simple adjustments, rising slowly, hydrating first, eating a small bite before coffee, and gently warming up before rushing, you actively protect your heart, improve circulation, stabilize energy levels, support digestion, safeguard your joints and muscles, and reduce your risk of falls. So, take a moment to reflect on your own morning routine. Which of these habits stood out to you the most? Are there any adjustments you plan to make starting tomorrow? We genuinely love to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing one insight you gained today or a morning habit you already practice that keeps you feeling great. Your experiences can inspire others in our community. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends or family members over 70 who might benefit from this information, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for more content specifically designed to help you thrive and maintain your health and independence for years to come. Reading your comments and knowing this information helps is our greatest motivation. Thank you so much for watching. Start tomorrow morning with mindful intention, take control of those crucial first moments, and here's to many more healthy, steady, and confident days ahead. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.